What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Roger Report. Get ready, sports fans. We're diving headfirst into the hottest NFL action with a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest stories. First up, the Pittsburgh Steelers' red zone offense is absolutely on fire, flying higher than ever before. But the big question is, can Aaron Rodgers keep that red zone success going? Defensive coordinator Brian Flores is preparing his Minnesota Vikings to face the Steelers, and he's calling it a big challenge to stop Rodgers and that offense. We've got the inside scoop on what Flores is expecting. Meanwhile, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin is giving a glowing review of his quarterback. He's saying Aaron Rodgers has been well worth the wait, giving him a double thumbs up for his play and leadership. We'll tell you exactly why Tomlin is so impressed. And we're celebrating some incredible individual achievements. 4 ex-Gal players hit major NFL benchmarks in Week 3, including a massive touchdown milestone for Aaron Rodgers. This is huge. You don't want to miss any of this, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. The Pittsburgh Steelers' red zone offense is flying high. If you're wondering how the Pittsburgh Steelers are sitting at a surprising 2-1 despite a lot of evidence pointing elsewhere, the answer is their red zone offense. After years of struggles, this unit has transformed into one of the NFL's most efficient through the first 3 weeks. While the offense still shows significant issues in moving the ball consistently, they are absolutely making the most of their opportunities when they get close to the end zone. Through 3 games, the Steelers have made 8 trips into the red zone and have converted 7 of them into touchdowns. This incredible efficiency is a stark contrast to recent seasons where they've consistently ranked in the bottom half of the league. Last year, they were near the league's worst in finishing drives. This year, it's a completely different story. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers has been particularly effective, completing 6 passes in the red zone, all for touchdowns. This clutch performance is crucial, turning potential field goals into game-changing scores and providing a much-needed boost to compensate for the offense's other shortcomings, like a weak running game and first down inefficiency. Fans are buzzing about this dramatic turnaround, with many calling it the most refreshing aspect of the Steelers' early season. If this red zone dominance continues, it could be the team's best performance since 2018, potentially leading to more wins and a more successful season overall. But can this red zone magic hold up against a formidable defense? We'll get into that next. And what does Brian Flores think about facing Aaron Rodgers? Brian Flores talks big challenge of stopping Aaron Rodgers' Steelers offense. Expectations for Aaron Rodgers entering the 2025 season were mixed, and so far, his performance has reflected that. While he's shown flashes of brilliance, throwing 7 touchdowns in 3 games, including 4 in the opener, there have also been some concerning turnovers. Now, Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores is preparing his team to face Rodgers and the Steelers, and he's not holding back his respect. Flores described Rodgers as one of the all-time greats, acknowledging his continued high-level play, the velocity on his throws, and his overall movement. Flores emphasized that stopping Rodgers and the Steelers' diverse offensive personnel groupings will be a big challenge for his defense. The Steelers have been known for their fast starts offensively, scoring opening drive touchdowns and quick points in their first 3 games. However, maintaining that momentum has been their biggest hurdle. After a strong Week 1, Rodgers' production dipped in Weeks 2 and 3, with 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in those subsequent games, many of which were costly mistakes. To unlock their passing game's full potential, the Steelers desperately need a more consistent run game. Without it, their effective play-action strategy falters, which is crucial for Rodgers to get into rhythm. This upcoming matchup against Flores Vikings presents a formidable test. Flores is renowned as one of the league's top defensive minds, and his unit demonstrated its prowess against the Bengals, forcing multiple turnovers in a dominant win. This defensive pressure, combined with Rodgers' recent struggles with interceptions and the Steelers' own running game issues, makes this an incredibly tough matchup, especially with the added complication of overseas travel. Flores knows it's a big test, but Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers are likely looking at this game with the same intensity. But what is the Steelers' own head coach saying about his star quarterback? We'll hear directly from Mike Tomlin next. Double thumbs up. Mike Tomlin says Aaron Rodgers has been well worth the wait. The Pittsburgh Steelers made a significant offseason move, signing veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers just before mandatory minicamp. Despite the long wait for a 41-year-old QB, head coach Mike Tomlin is adamant that Rodgers has been well worth the wait, giving him a resounding double thumbs up. Tomlin elaborated that Rodgers' value extends beyond his on-field performance. He praised Rodgers' deep connection with the game, his positive interactions with teammates, and his dedication to the preparation process. Tomlin indicated that this dedication is exactly what he expects to see translate into game day success, expressing little concern about the desired outcomes. Rodgers made a strong impression in his Week 1 debut against the New York Jets, completing over 73% of his passes for 4 touchdowns in a thrilling victory. However, his production saw a dip in the following weeks, with a lower completion percentage and more interceptions against the Seahawks, followed by his lowest yardage output against the Patriots. Despite these statistical fluctuations, he did manage to throw 2 touchdowns in Week 3, including the game winner to WR Calvin Austin III. Beyond the stats, Rodgers is demonstrating leadership by example. He's been seen praising his offensive linemen for their resilience and has taken full responsibility for his mistakes, like the interception against the Patriots. He's also been a positive influence in the locker room, modeling good habits for younger players. Even with an offense that hasn't started gloriously, Rodgers has led 2 game-winning drives in the first 3 weeks. His attitude and work ethic, as highlighted by Tomlin, are exactly what the Steelers needed to overcome early season doubts. Speaking of milestones, we're celebrating some incredible achievements from former Cal players this week. Get ready for some record-breaking news next. 4 ex-Cal players reach NFL benchmarks in Week 3. This past NFL week was a landmark one for 4 former Cal stars, with Aaron Rodgers, Cameron Jordan, Keenan Allen, and Jared Goff all achieving significant statistical milestones. Aaron Rodgers etched his name further into NFL history by throwing his 510th career touchdown pass in the Steelers' victory over the Patriots. This monumental achievement moved him past Brett Favre and into sole possession of 4th place on the all-time career touchdown passes list, trailing only legends like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning. With 7 touchdown passes already this season, Rodgers is on pace to continue climbing this prestigious list. Meanwhile, wide receiver Keenan Allen reached a career milestone of 993 receptions, surpassing DeAndre Hopkins as the active leader in receptions among wide receivers. He's now firmly in pursuit of Travis Kelce for the most catches by any active player and is steadily climbing the all-time receptions list, with a strong possibility of entering the top 9 if he maintains his current pace this season. Defensive end Cameron Jordan played in his 229th game for the New Orleans Saints, breaking the franchise record he previously shared with Drew Brees for the most games played in a Saints uniform. This enduring presence highlights his consistent impact on the team over many years. And quarterback Jared Goff continued his impressive season, leading the league in completion percentage. His accuracy, demonstrated on crucial plays, has been a key factor in the Lions' success, setting a high bar for single-season completion rates and solidifying his status as one of the league's most efficient passers. That's a wrap on our major NFL updates for today. But don't go anywhere, we've got a quick recap and your call to action coming right up. All right, that was a whirlwind tour of the NFL. We saw the Steelers' red zone offense absolutely dominating, Brian Flores gearing up for a huge challenge against Aaron Rodgers, Mike Tomlin giving Aaron Rodgers a massive endorsement, and 4 Cal legends hitting major career milestones. Make sure you're subscribed to the Rodger Report, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms. We'll see you next time.